People are used to seeing me as quite a reserved person, so I generally don't show my emotions. I'm quite good at hiding it away. But this was just something that I couldn't hide away ultimately. Like, it's the worst thing anyone could ever go through. We had a baby boy who we named Riaan in April 2020. It actually took us quite a long time to fall pregnant, so we tried for 3 years unsuccessfully. When you go month by month for 3 years having negative pregnancy results, it really does take a knock on your mental health. And we had quite a difficult pregnancy. So at around 5 months, Riaan was measuring quite small. We were in hospital weekly, sometimes daily. And this was at the height of the first COVID lockdown. So often I wasn't actually allowed to attend appointments or scans, which was really difficult. So he was only actually just over 4 pounds when he was born. I was allowed to be there for the birth. And then because of his weight, he had to stay in hospital for a week. So I had to go home a couple of hours after he was born. Then I didn't see my wife or my baby for a week. Being alone while that was going on was really difficult. And at the same time, I felt like I had to be positive for my wife. So when I spoke to her, I would be like, don't worry, we've got it under control. Whatever happens, we'll sort it out. But whether I believed that myself was a different story. It was almost like I needed someone to say that to me as well. You just want to be the one to look after your family, your wife, your child. And having that taken away from you is really hard. The day after Riaan was born, we found out he had 2 holes in his heart. And then the day after, we found out he failed his hearing screening. And it wasn't actually confirmed hearing loss until he was 2 months old. So when we had it confirmed, it kind of hit you that for the first 2 months, we've been talking to Riaan, we've been singing to him, we've been reading bedtime stories, and he's not been able to hear us. And then when we put him to bed, just the thought of him lying there, like in a dark room, not seeing anything, not hearing anything, that was really hard. We waited 3 years for him. We'd gone through 7 months of in and out of hospital to make sure he was okay. And literally in the blink of an eye, we've lost him. He was such a strong boy, like through everything that was going on, nothing would take the smile off his face. You would never have guessed anything was wrong. And I think that's what really got us, was that never in a million years did we think we were going to lose him. Whilst we're making a lot of progress with men's mental health, we're still a long way away from where we need to be. We still grow up in a society where guys are brought up to believe that they need to always be the strong one, which isn't the case. And I think I've really learned that over the last 2 years. What I found was there was a lot of support for mums who have lost a baby. For a guy, it's less obvious where to go. And without the support that places like Tommy's provide, and people like me would just be lost. We would have nowhere to go.